Real queen at the hustle, big facts like muscle. Sit back, kick back, relax, no need to tussle. She trouble, she gon' deliver just what you need on the double. So many topics to change the speed, tried to warn them. Now she gon' give them the piece. Put it in your ear, listen and wait and see. So unique with the subject, some might get upset. Most gon' love this, I promise you gon' love this. Try to taste you in trouble.
All right, world, what's up? It's your girl Miko from I Told You I Was Trouble, and I'm back with another episode. Did you miss me? Because I missed you guys. Y'all my peeps. Today, I have my favorite Libra.
Oh,
Real cool dude.
there we go.
Cool, smooth dude.
There we go.
Dude.
There we go.
Related to me because, you know, they just in our family, y'all. Everybody can't have them. Sorry for you. Find another talent because we cute over here. Okay. All right. Stan, welcome to the show, my guy.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here. Appreciate it. I'm doing good. Life is good. How are you doing?
You look good. You look like you're living good.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm trying to take care of the skin, take care of the body. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Come on now. You know, we need a little sunlight and a lot of water.
Some SPF. Throw some SPF in there too. Oh yeah, you're glowing.
That too. Yeah, just a sprinkle. Yeah, we gotta take care of this skin God gave us. Yes, we do. So, I know you have a background in the military. So on today's show, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about your time there, what you learned about yourself, and just what you learned about the world and meeting all these different people. So, what made you even want to join the Air Force?
No, okay. So I was in the Navy. What made me want to join the Navy?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You know.
I got you. So what made me want to?
I mean, Air Force. But salute to the Navy.
All right. So what made me want to join the Navy, right? You know what? I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I was just partying. I was drinking. I was going out a lot. You know, I'll go to college to like talk to girls and go to the parties, and I just didn't want my life to not be nothing. Well, I won't even say nothing. I just wasn't doing nothing at all, literally. So yeah, and I hate being a what if person. That's like my biggest fear in life. Like, what if I would have did it? What if I wouldn't? What if I, like I don't want to live like that. So I'd rather just get my experience in, and yeah, that was a big one. I honestly just I didn't want to not live my life to the fullest potential, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good reason to go. Especially if you felt like you weren't really living
Nothing
up to your full potential. You know, some people sit on that for years and not explore it. You know, so that's great.
Yeah,
that's a great reason to do it.
Yeah, I think so. I wasn't really.
So.
I mean, I'm telling you, like I was just partying. I won't say doing drugs, but I was like smoking weed and. All right, let's hear it.
Were you in college going to meet girls, or were you just going up to the college to meet?
No, I was in. All right. So here we go. So I was in college, right? I was there. I was there. I was registered.
I was enrolled. Okay.
But I can't promise I was in class when I needed to be. It was like
you were there physically but not mentally.
Oh man, I'm like, why the fuck do I need to take this test for? This is like math 101. I'll go to class so like fucking
yeah, like what are we doing?
I'll go to class and take the test and leave.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
so, that's hilarious.
I had to go.
I think a lot of people feel like that in college, and they just either they stick with it or they just sit there and just keep failing. You know.
I wasn't even sitting there. I will go. Oh, we got a test on Tuesday. All right, I'll go on Tuesday. We got a quiz today. Oh shit! I guess I got a quiz.
Like, well, I guess I better take this test. I better take this quiz.
So that's
funny, so that's fair.
that was it. Like I was just like, I want to do
At
something.
least you had the know-it-all to say, yeah, I should probably do something else, not just keep sitting here wasting time, you know?
Well, what's funny is that I actually got to thank one of my boys. His name is Gian, right? So Gian, he came up to me one time. He was like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about joining the military." I was like, "Bro, don't do that dumb shit. Like we're gonna fight if
Uh,
you do that." And so I picked up a brochure and I started reading. I'm like, "Oh shit, wait a minute, this ain't too bad." And
what?
like YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube at that time in 2011, it wasn't what it is now. So I would go in there and just like look up a bunch of like videos of people talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, this don't seem too bad." So I did it, and he
Yeah.
did it, and that's how the military was introduced to me at first. To be honest,
Hey, it's funny how these things come into our
through,
lives.
yeah, through my boy Gian. Shout out to Gian.
Yeah. Shout out to Gian.
That's
Shout
funny.
out to ya. Okay, so what kind of jobs did you have before joining the Navy?
Before, so I worked at fast food, right? I was at Del Taco for some months. And it's funny because me and Chanel, which my sister, we both worked at Del Taco at different locations. That was like both of our first jobs. So I did that for a little bit. Did security guard. That wasn't fun. That was boring. I got fired from that job for sleeping. They fucking caught me sleeping. They let me sleep,
They
which
will
is
fire
fucked
you
up.
for sleeping in the security job for sure.
And then I worked at Vitamin
That's too
World.
funny.
So new, yes,
Oh,
then I
okay.
was yeah.
Oh,
So I worked around in different I guess fields, but wasn't nothing exciting because I was like 19. I really
yeah.
didn't have no real job experience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I This is off topic, but since you said it, why does Chanel think Del Taco are like the tacos? I'm like, Chanel,
Del Taco's fire. Del
no,
Taco, I'm taking
no,
Del Taco
it's
over
not.
Taco Bell
No,
every single fucking time.
no,
Every single fucking time.
no,
Absolutely.
no, no,
Del
no. I'm
Del
gonna get you some
Taco.
street tacos.
I mean, I fuck with street tacos.
Mm,
Oh, wait, are you talking about like
mm,
restaurants, like fast
like
food
off
restaurant,
the
or just in
truck.
general?
No, I'm talking
Oh
off the truck.
no. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. I thought we were talking about like out of Del
I'm gonna get
Taco
you
and
some.
Taco Bell. No, no, I fuck with
As
street.
many as you want, I'm gonna get you some.
That's funny. No, 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 no.
Cause Del
Del
Taco ain't
Taco,
it.
Del Taco do not make the best tacos. I thought we were talking about between like Taco Bell and Del Taco,
Oh,
but no,
okay.
regular
Thank you.
authentic Mexican food. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
off the
okay.
rip, off the
Making
rip.
sure we good. Just making
Okay.
sure we good.
That sounded fucking
How we
crazy.
gonna be able to take it?
That sounded crazy.
Yeah, it really was. So besides traveling all over the world, what was kind of like the best experience you got from the Air Force, from the
For the
Navy?
Navy, I'll probably just say meeting different people. Like that was my first time meeting people that was outside of my like, my circle of life, like
Yeah,
family and people that I knew, grew up with, and went to school with. Right, so you're meeting people from like Mississippi and how they approach life and how they think in their culture. Then you got people from like Indiana, Philly, Texas. So it was like mixing so many different young men and women into like these like small little tight working parties, and yeah, that was probably like the best part for
right.
me. I never had deer jerky
Yeah.
until I met my boy Finley, Finley from Indiana. You want some deer jerky? Like the fuck is that? Absolutely, I'll try it, and it's fire. So yeah, you just meet different people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
That can be a
specific.
very fun experience. Because even though you're from different places in the world, you could also have some of the same experiences, you know?
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
for
think
sure.
because you're from this place, oh, they're not going to know anything about this. And then when you actually start having these conversations with them, you see it's different, you know, like, oh, we do actually have something in common.
I mean, that's how I felt when I was in Japan and Guam and Korea. I was just like, everybody's doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. Like, no
Right.
matter where you at in life, it's the same. Like, even go on Snapchat and like look up some random European, Middle Eastern country, and all of those, people doing the exact same thing that we're doing here.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's like I feel like sometimes you feel like you wouldn't get along with somebody, and then you actually start having conversation with them, like, oh yeah, we do that too. Like, and then you kind of, spark these friendships and these conversations you would think you would never have with people.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people in the Navy that I would never talk to in real life, and then we're around each other for fucking, like there was a point in time where I was spending more time with them than I was with my son, with you guys. So you just get pretty
Yeah.
comfortable, and they become family slowly, in a
Yeah.
sense.
And then it's kind of like you're on this ship with these people, so you might as well be cool with them. You're going to be stuck with them for a couple of months. So why have an issue when we all in this together, you know?
Yeah, but see, but the thing about that, right, is that when you're in tight quarters and tight places with a bunch of people, for a long period of time, those
Yeah.
tempers fly
Oh,
fast.
I'm sure. I'm sure because I couldn't do it.
It's like
No.
I see you dislike one person,
But
then you just
it
get
kind of
either
it
worse or
kind of
better.
shows you, are you going to be this person or are you going to be cool? Like, it's like we kind of stuck here, so why you can't be mad for too long. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like you got to
I mean,
turn the
I,
corner and see them.
I got into some scuffles with some people that
You
I
did?
was just yeah, a little bit. You said what? Yeah, a little bit,
Can't believe this. This is
a little
I can't
bit.
believe it.
It was just when it triggers. Like you hit a
Yeah.
certain breaking point where you're just like, bro, like, fuck, what are we doing? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah. You got
He
space
threw
and
soap.
opportunity.
Yeah, he threw soap at me, and it made me mad. But this soap, legally, you can't use this soap within 20 nautical miles of a coast. So my whole shit went numb. It was
Wait,
super.
what?
Yeah. So I forgot the name of the soap, but it was to clean our our jets, right? To knock off all like the oil and all the
Oh,
grease.
oh yeah, I'm
So
fighting you.
yeah, so we got into it over that one. He just like,
Oh yeah, I'm fighting you.
yeah, I was just like, bro, and like my mouth went numb, cheek went like it was fucking the
Oh
worst.
yeah, we fighting.
You you,
We
you can't
fighting.
use this
We
within
fighting
20
real bad.
miles of a coast. So yeah, little shit like that, and it was just we were just bickering at each other, just
Oh no,
bickering at
that's
each other.
fair. That's fair. Cause I'm gonna beat your ass. You got me numb? Oh yeah. Leon, you gotta take this.
I keep
You
forgetting what that
gotta
soap is called, but well, yeah, they all use it.
Oh no.
But those
I'm gonna
relationships
be
are
like
like,
everybody squabble up because
yeah,
you got me. I was gonna be like, no, Stan, you should nah,
you shouldn't have done it. Yeah, no, that one was bad, and
nah.
then I
Yeah.
got it. It's like a big family though.
I don't think
Like
I've ever asked you this. How was boot camp for you?
honestly, you want to be honest?
No,
Honestly,
I truly do want you to be honest.
okay. So when I first started, so I feel like boot camp for me was in like different phases, right? So like the initial shock was just like, oh shit, I'm fucking here, like wow. And
Okay,
then
so what was that, day 3, day 4? When were you in the
no, like day one. So day one they picked us up from the airport, right? So we go from the airport to basic, and like that bus ride was so fucking quiet. Can I cuss on here?
Yes.
I'm
You
sorry.
talking to me? I cuss all the time. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So that bus ride coming from, the airport to boot camp was just intense. It was super thick. Like the air was thick and it was just like, can't believe I'm here. Right. And then as it progresses, right, you start to, understand and the different ranks and who you need to be aware of because we have these people called QA that will walk around the base and basically they can pause you, they can stop you, and they can like either check you, test you, quiz you, just a range of things. So depending on what you
Yeah.
do, like outside of like your compartment, you know what I'm saying? Like it can like count against your whole department. It's so weird to explain out loud. But boot camp for me, it was easy, right? I had a leadership role, got fired, got rehired, fired, rehired, and yeah, it wasn't bad.
Oh,
We
I
just
feel like I
totally,
heard that story before from somebody
yeah,
else.
no, honestly, and we just folded clothes for 3 months. We learned how to like
Okay.
fight fires. We learned how to fight fires. We learned how to do like I wasn't really on a boat, so we learned how to like seal patches. Like we really studied a lot about Navy history. Worked out a little bit, but boot camp wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. It was
Okay.
pretty easy. I made a long story
Okay.
short. I made a short story long.
Okay. So well, I don't feel like I know. I feel like
Mm,
we come from a family who are kind of like, we're kind of loud. You're not, but
I'm not.
overall, the whole family, we can get loud.
Yeah.
So, like, was the yelling and the this, was it like, or was you like, oh, this is normal? Like, my family are,
I mean, it
you know how it
wasn't
can be.
in my head, it was just all business. I'm like, these people aren't really like
Okay.
this in real life. Like, coming
Right.
here, get yelled at for 2 months, and then I got a pretty good career going.
Yeah. Because
Something
some
like
people can't
that's,
take that.
but I mean, like me, I'm just like, it's just words. They're not punching me. They're not touching me.
Yeah. But some people are really like affected by
Yeah.
people kind of being on
Authority.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people just don't like
So,
authority, which is cool, but like, nah, it was easy work. Just go in there, fold your clothes, run your
yeah.
mile and a
I
half,
think when
do
you
your
go in with that
push-ups.
kind of mindset, it kind of works in your favor when you're kind of like, this is not like it's not real life, but this is not the end and be all. This is not going to be a
No, not at
everyday
all.
thing.
No, I mean it's for me, right? It was just like, okay, it's only 2 months. Because after boot camp, they don't do that shit. It's a regular job.
Right. Yeah. It's a
You
regular
go,
job.
you punch in, you fucking do your shit, and you're off. Right? Nobody's yelling at you, nobody's screaming at you. It's just 2 months. People make 20 years of
Yeah.
this, right? Take 2 months out of it, like that's very, very short time.
Right. Yes, it is.
So
Yeah, I don't know. See, and then that's where I think your personality has a lot to do with it
mhm,
because, like, I could take yelling, but at some point, I feel like me personally, I'm gonna say something back. That's just
yeah.
me.
I mean, knowing
Like,
you, but at the same time, you have a very, very, very strong personality.
yeah,
Not to minimize my own, not to minimize my
no,
own, but
but it's just different.
you,
It's just different.
yeah,
It's just
yeah, no,
different. Like
I didn't mind it,
I feel like
huh?
you carry your strength in a different way than I carry my strength.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, my personality is loud, but it's because I have to be in a way. But I feel like
Okay,
when I'm me by myself, I'm kind of chill. I'm more chill. But when I'm out, I'm kind of like, eh, you know,
I
I
hear
don't
you.
know. People like
I,
that about me. So,
I love it. I love it.
and then
I mean, I'm the
when
quiet
I'm
one.
quiet, everybody's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm just chilling."
I don't feel like entertaining y'all. I'm not a monkey, not a clown.
Like,
That's funny.
leave me alone. Can the queen rest for a day?
Can the queen
Dang.
rest for a day? That's funny.
Okay. I want to know what was your least favorite part about I feel like I already know the answer, but what was your least favorite part from being in the military?
I
I
mean,
think I
being
know
away
the
from,
answer, but
I mean, so being away for the family, being what, 19, 20, being gone for the first time,
yeah.
that shit was tough, right? If I was a little older, it might be a little different, but like 18, like 19, 20, like you're still
Yeah.
damn near a kid, right? Being away from my
Yeah.
son, that part sucked a lot. Uh, and yeah, I just, like when I was traveling all over the place, I felt like, home was always here. You know what I mean? Like with you
Yeah.
guys. Home wasn't
Yeah.
where I laid my head to sleep. Home was where my family was.
Right.
And I was missing home. I was missing everybody.
Yeah. Oh, we missed you too. especially Dakota. She was so little when you went, and she's like,
I
"Stan's
know.
on the water." She used to always say, "Stan's on the water."
She's all
Like,
grown up now.
yeah. And she was like, "Where's Stan?" Like, why was she? She was like low key obsessed with you. Like, where's Stan? Like she was
That's
really wearing
funny.
in her
I
little in
remember
her
that
little brain.
video now.
I literally have videos. I want to talk to Stan. Like, oh girl, I don't know how we gonna get in touch with him. We gotta call a whole bunch of different numbers to call Stan. I want to talk to Stan. I'm like, girl, what you know? Yeah, we missed you
That's
too,
funny.
though, but we knew it was what you had to do. You know.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I
So
miss the most. Mm.
yeah, I kind of knew that was gonna be your answer. We're a pretty tight knit family, so I it's always sad. Like I know you guys are not moving like somewhere we can't visit, but it's always sad when people are like, "Oh, we're moving here." Like, wait, what? Because we grew up in the same house at some
We
point. You know, we
did.
all
Hey,
like low key lived in the same house. So
we
it's
all live
like,
together.
nah, these my cousins. Like we grew up in the same house. So
Yeah,
I get
that
it.
was
So
that was a tough one. Yeah.
yeah, how do you how do you feel like the Navy made you a better man, a better person? Like you were never a bad person, but how do you think it matured you, to the person you
Uh,
are?
so a big thing about so I was at two different schoolhouses, right? And one of the first things that I learned early on was like, hey, like we really don't care what you do as long as you're as long as you report where you need to be on time and you're just present. So the Navy really kind of helped me become more independent, honestly, right? Because my whole
Okay.
life I lived with the family, had everybody around. I got so used to being on my own when I was in the Navy. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
it's weird because I don't think it really matures you, right? I don't think the military can really do that for you. It can like instill discipline, but
Right.
like I don't know. I let me see what did it teach me. Oh, here we go. It taught me how to like flex all of my resources, and it taught me how to fucking always. Let me see. Not always have the question, but the answer is always somewhere, and you just gotta find it, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I think the Navy did instill in me is that like I don't know is a terrible answer. That should never be your answer, right?
Right.
I mean, we got a phone, we got laptops, we got the internet. Like
Yeah.
I fucking AI, like I don't know should never be
Man,
the answer. How do you
it
do
should
that?
never
I don't
be.
know. Never. So that's the one thing that I think it really instilled in me, to be honest, is that I don't know is never the right answer. There's always
Yeah.
a resource or somebody or someone. And there's
Yeah.
forums, there's Facebook, like there's always an answer to a solution.
Answer.
And
Yeah. I mean, it's true though. There's no reason nobody should say I don't know, especially now. There's
yeah, for
so much information out there. So much.
1000%. And yeah, no, I just show up on time. Like it just taught me how to be responsible, I guess. Looking back at it,
Yeah.
I guess it did help
Yeah.
me get responsible.
I think I feel like seeing some people go in, like,
Hmm.
oh, they were kind of knuckleheads. And then when they come out, they kind of walking different about themselves. And, they kind of carrying themselves a little bit more
Walk a little
different,
taller. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
did that. Start walking a little
I
taller.
feel like you
Poke,
did. But
poke my chest out.
yeah. I flex a little bit. Flex a little bit. Hey.
Oh man, you know what? The being on this side of the camera is so different. I don't know how you do it. How like let
What,
me ask you a question. How are you so comfortable in front of cameras and microphones?
I don't, you know what? I like talking.
Uh-huh.
I really like okay, I'll say this. Sometimes I regret it, but I do like having conversations with people. I like to know about people's lives,
Okay.
and I like to oh, I know that person because of this, and I know that guy from this, and I know this person from there. Because like, if you give me the vibe you like to have
Uh-huh.
conversation, I'm gonna have
Uh-huh.
conversation with you. If you give me the
Yeah.
vibe you don't really like to talk,
Mm.
I'm not gonna talk to you. You know, I'm gonna high and keep it pushing. But I feel like I've always been like this. I feel like in high school, I don't ever like if somebody told me, "Oh, when you were in the 5th grade, you were shy," I wouldn't believe them because I've never
Okay.
felt
Never felt
shy
shy.
or like I always
That's
felt like an outgoing
crazy.
person.
See, I was an
Never.
ugly duckling. I was an ugly duckling growing up, so I was hella
You were
shy.
not
Remember,
ugly. You were
listen, Bucky Red. Listen, Bucky Red, fucked up teeth, the stutter. I hated talking.
okay.
I used to
First of
stutter so
all,
hard.
we all had nicknames. I was Big Bird,
You was Big
so
Bird, but
we
I'm
all had
saying
nicknames.
no. But
We all
what
had
I'm saying
nicknames.
is that I was shy to talk. Like I would hate to talk. If you asked me to talk, I was in fucking fear. That's why I didn't talk a lot
Really?
growing up. I promise.
No. You know what else? I feel like working where I work, I meet a lot of people, and I have to
Hmm.
be vocal. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm talking to owners of this team, players of this team. I'm talking to the janitors. I'm talking to the lighting guys. Um, and I don't know.
Well, how are you
I
so
don't know.
comfortable? Like it just happened, or you just always enjoy being the
Got to
entertainer?
be kind of.
Yeah. Is it like an
Yeah.
only child thing or what?
Is it the only what?
Is it an only child thing? Because you grew up the only child
Okay. For a very long time.
for a long time.
But I feel like because it was always a lot of us, like I had to like make my presence known. It was always so many of us.
Yeah.
Anthony got a lot of attention because he was bad.
Yeah.
So he was like the bad kids got the attention, and you and everybody else was kind of like, oh, they good. But I felt like it was always so many of us. I had to kind of like, hey, I'm here. Let me tell you a story.
All right.
One
Let's hear
time, I fake fell so granddaddy could pick me up and take me in the house.
it. Did you really? That's fucking
I
funny.
did. I just.
That's the most. Hey, that is the most only child thing I've ever heard.
Because everybody like you guys had each other. It was three. It's three of y'all.
That's
Delaney
fair.
and
Yeah.
Anthony was also together. It was just
That's
me.
fair.
So I'm like, how am I gonna get attention? Everybody, like we all played together, but it was like it's just me. So how am I gonna make these people pay attention to me? Y'all got each other to play with. When y'all leave, I'm like on my own. Like, but
All
you know,
right.
I've heard stories. I've heard stories from people in the family that granddaddy bought me a hamburger instead of a cheeseburger, and I choked them from behind like this while he was driving. But I wouldn't do that to my granddaddy. So I need these people to stop
You
lying on
probably
me.
did. You probably did.
My
That's
mama said I did. My mama said
you
I did.
probably you probably did.
But
Honestly,
I asked for a cheeseburger.
you know you
Give me
did.
what I want. But I feel like I've always had this personality. I feel like because who
No,
chokes their granddad while they're driving? Somebody with that kind of personality. Not a psycho, but I'm just saying somebody with an outgoing personality.
so how do you feel with like cameras like being focused directly on you? Does that
Oh, I'm fine. I love taking pictures. I want to be like, let me tell you what I did on purpose. I knew these photographers was taking a picture of Spike Lee, so I stood right behind him and I was in the picture. Somebody might discover me and want a model in their 40s. I don't know.
That's funny.
I don't know.
That's creative. You're like, oh shit, camera. Sorry, bet. Let me
Camera.
sneak over
I mean,
here.
I'm already in a place where there's always cameras watching me anyway. So it's like,
Mm.
I've had people text me like, I just saw you on TV. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's fine. I love taking pictures. When somebody say, I'm ready. What we doing?
See,
I
I've
don't
never
know.
had that. I've never had that type of personality. That's why I was always behind the camera. Always. So being in
And
front of it is different.
really, I
Hmm.
mean, I love it, but I feel like some people like get the wrong idea about me off of my personality. Like it's outgoing, and for some people, it could be intimidating.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have a strong personality, and
No.
I do, and it could be like, "Hey, go over there and do," it. And they're like, "Oh, oh, oh," Like I've
Mm.
heard one of my coworkers told me the other day that she was pointing me out to one of the other girls, and they were like, "That's Miko over there," and she's like, "Oh, she intimidates me." I'm like, probably never even talked to the girl. I never want my
Aw.
personality to come off intimidating, but I do want to get my point across the first time.
I mean, you don't gotta dim your shine for others though. Like if
Oh
you
no, I'm never
gotta
gonna do
be
that.
yourself.
Never. Never. My personality is great. I'm telling you, I talk to so many freaking different people.
Hmm.
I have so many good conversations with people I probably never thought I would even talk to. So
So
I
who's
don't
probably
know.
the
I love my
most
personality.
who's the most famous person you'll say that you had a full blown just like conversation with, hung out with, damn near?
Conversation. I've had conversations with Denzel Washington. I had a very small conversation with Mary J. Blige. I had conversations with Russell Westbrook. I told Russell Westbrook that he was going to catch these LA hands. But we've
You
been
say
joking with
wait,
each other
wait.
for years.
I was about to say, isn't Russell Westbrook from LA?
He is.
You're gonna catch these LA.
But I told him, I said, you probably gonna win. He was like, nah, I'll let you win. I said, oh, okay, thank you. But we've been having conversations for years, like over the years. Like we've always been real cool with each other.
Yeah, okay, okay. See, that probably gets you
Who
places too. Like
else?
your personality gets you a lot of places too.
Yeah.
People,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I got into the well, I had tickets to the ESPY's party, but I didn't have tickets to the after party, and I got in
No shit.
because I told a fib. I had tickets to the show, but not to the after party.
What?
I
How
was
was
like, my
that?
cousin Delaney Walker, he in there. And they like looked on the list and they was like, okay, you could go. He wasn't even
Oh, so that
there.
worked out. He wasn't even there.
He wasn't. He gave me the tickets, but he wasn't there.
Okay, that's
It was gonna
funny.
work
All
or it
right, I
wasn't
see,
gonna
I see,
work.
I see.
You
I
gotta
see,
try
I
it.
see. It didn't work.
What could they do? I wasn't in there, so it's not like, oh, you trespassing. He was like, oh, my cousin already left. He in there, and I came out the same way everybody else came out of.
I see, I see. So that worked out then.
Sometimes, hey,
The gift of gab. That's what it is. The gift of gab.
sometimes it works. Sometimes no. You just gotta be confident in it. I feel like I'm really confident in the things I say, so it kind of helps me.
It
I
helps.
don't feel nervous about a lot of things.
That's
Well, I don't
dope.
feel nervous with people. So I think it helps when you feel confident. And like when I train people at my job, because I'm an officer too, so I train the new people. That's like
Yeah.
one of the things I tell them, like be confident. Because people can smell when you're not, and then they know when we get new people, they know when you're not sure about what you say. And sometimes we get people who are kind of like on the shyer side, and I'm like, you got to use your voice.
Oh yeah.
You're going
Oh
to be
yeah.
dealing with so many people in a matter of seconds. Use your voice.
It's the exact same with my job now. Like I've been only been doing this for like 2 years, so I'm still kind of new to it. But
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like just own the room. You walk in,
Yeah.
you gotta own it because these people are
Yeah.
like, so I work in healthcare now, right? As a respiratory therapist,
Yeah.
for those that don't know. And yeah, like if you walk into a room, you sound unsure, unconfident, and it's like you
Yeah.
gonna be working on, my 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 dad,
Exactly.
my kids, my
Exactly. Like,
granddad.
nah,
You got to own it.
nah, yeah, we ain't doing it. Yeah, I like where I work, I'm not seeking approval from some of the players. Not any of the players. I'm not trying to get approval from them. But it is
Mhm.
nice when they see you and they remember you from years.
Oh,
Like,
that's
oh
dope.
yeah, what's up? I was in the hallway one day. Chris Paul is walking, always been a cool dude with me. And he's FaceTiming his wife. And he was like, Jay, look who right here. Like the whole family know me, you know? So it's like, she's like, oh,
That's dope.
hey. You know, it's real cool when you have those interactions with people. Like, you know,
You're very.
sometimes I feel like huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No. Finish.
You know, sometimes I feel like certain people at my job don't appreciate me. So when you see the players who kind of don't, you know, a lot of people kind of look at you like, oh, you just do this. But when you do see people you've been knowing for years and they're like,
Mm.
oh, what's up, girl? And give you a hug and like, dang, you good? Asking about your family good, everything's good. You know, when you get that, it makes you feel good about going to work. Like, man, that's what's up. Cause they don't have, you know, some of them don't have to speak. They don't have to acknowledge you, but it's nice to know, like,
They see you.
dang, I reckon, yeah,
Everybody's seen. Everybody's seen. Everybody's people.
yeah. You know me.
Yeah.
I joke with you. If you ain't the joking kind, I ain't gonna joke with you. But like, I remember one day after the game, I was turned one way, and Doc Rivers was walking towards me, so I had my back to him, and I swear to God, I turn around and he's like this with a clipboard. I was like, "Were you about to hit me with? You was about to hit me with a clipboard?" But he was real cool. That's how we would play around.
That's funny.
One player,
That's
he
dope.
used to tell me he was gonna hit me with his car. I said, all of a sudden, my shoulder hurt. I need some money. Don't play with me. You gonna hit me? I'm falling out. He was like, girl, you crazy. I'll be like, I'll be that, but my shoulder hurt. Like working at that job, I was down there. I was at the bottom of the ramp. That's not where I really started working at, but eventually I end up working down there. And like first season working down there, I go up to all the players have to get their bags checked, the basketball
Mm,
players.
mm.
So I get to Kobe and I'm like, excuse me. I already knew he was gonna give me an attitude. I was like, excuse me, I need to check your bag. He was like, nah, you must be new. And I'm like, see, now a person with a more timid attitude, personality would kind of like shy away, get offended, and all that. Me, I
Yeah.
was like, nah, I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, all the players have to get their bags checked.
He was
So
like,
he
the
gave it to
fuck?
me with an attitude, and I
Mm.
took it. But it was like that first season, I had to wait for him by his car because he wasn't coming to me. So I'm like, all right, challenge accepted. Second season comes around. I tell his security, I was like, when Kobe gets out, I need to check his bag. And he was like, you need to check his bag? I was like, yeah. I was like, he already knows. So he was like, okay. So I see his security pointing at me to Kobe. So I start walking up to Kobe and he puts a little smirk on his face. So I was like, me being me, I said, why you got that smirk on your face? And he was like, I know you. I know the routine. I'm like, as long as you know. As
It
long as,
worked
and
out.
I feel like if I didn't have the personality I had, I probably would have been like, okay, well, I can't do it. You know, it's kind of like I was forced into this like, no, I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna check your
Oh
bag. I'm gonna,
yeah.
you know,
I can admire that. I respect that. I
yeah.
listen.
People smell
I
fear.
People do smell fear,
Yeah.
and
People
I
smell
mean,
fear.
how did we get on this topic? How did we get here?
Cause you asked me, how does it feel? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I said, let me ask you a question. There we go.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's where it started. But let's get
Okay.
back on track. This is about you, not me.
Okay. Back.
This is about you.
You see how
So
I turned it to you? You see that?
you did. I'm good.
I did. Okay.
I'm like, oh my God. The questions. Nah, but it's all good. So, how many countries have you been to, and what has been your favorite? Like, where would you retire if you could?
Guam. I love Guam. Guam is a super beautiful island. It's a little
Okay,
island
where is
off
Guam? Because I don't
Guam.
know.
Let's see. It's Guam is like this little island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Okay,
Tiny. It's like a 10-mile, 20-mile island. Super small. But
really,
like the food is fucking amazing, right? Like the
really.
the Chamorro culture, there it's a mix of like barbecue and like Jamaican food, I would say.
Ooh,
It's good. It's so good. And like you
ooh.
can go from the beach, right? You can go to the beach, like thigh deep, knee deep, count 10 toes still. The ocean feels like a
Mm.
jacuzzi. And then you can take a walk across the sand and now you're in the jungle.
Wow, not in the
It's
jungle.
beautiful.
Oh, that's look.
Beautiful.
That's where you lost me. You had me at the beach in the water in the thighs, but the not the not the jungle.
Super, super, super beautiful. And yeah, that's the one country I would 1000% go back and live
Okay,
in. It's just hot
all
as it's
right.
hot. Very tropical, but it's hot.
We'll see. Wait, you losing me again. You're losing me again with the heat.
It
You're
gets
losing me
humid. It
again with
gets
the heat.
humid. That's funny.
Oh
I'm gonna send you
no.
some pictures of Guam. Guam is beautiful. But I've
Okay.
been
I'm gonna
to
look it up. I'm gonna make it my screensaver and just dream.
let me see. I lived in
Okay,
Japan
what
for
about
about
your
six
least
six
what about your least favorite?
country or just place that I've been to.
Just place like yeah, places you ever been to.
Fuck. We was at this little Air Force base in Michigan, I think it was, like this really small town, and that was
Uh-huh.
the most boring experience of my life. Like time went by so slow. Like
Oh,
it
I'm
was just
sure.
nothing. It was just nothing.
Oh yeah,
Nothingness.
that could be
It
boring.
was
And
it
you
was
would think
awful.
them having a military base, they would kind of build around it in a way, you know?
Nah, military, they buy property at the cheapest place they can find. And
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
sometimes
But
those
even like
places
the town people, you would think they would kind of build around so when y'all do go off base, they'll make money and whatever, whatever.
you would
But
think, but it was just I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words. It was like just I was trapped. It was the
oh
worst experience of
wow.
my life.
Sorry, Michigan.
Yeah. I
Sorry.
was like, what the fuck is this? Like, let's get out of here, bro. Can't wait for
Like
this month to go by.
immediately.
Immediately.
Sorry,
So
Michigan.
Japan was fun.
Okay.
South Korea. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. South Korea,
All right.
Japan.
So Japan was amazing, right? And I was in Osan, South Korea. And when I tell you,
Okay.
Miko,
It dropped in
those
front of you.
oh, there we go. When I tell you that was probably some of the best barbers I've ever had in my life in South Korea, those little Chinese ladies were fucking it
You
up.
said
Like
barbers?
barbers, yes, barbers, fucking amazing.
Whoa.
All of them. I was just like, damn, they don't miss out here. But that was
Whoa.
Osan. Yeah, that was Osan. And like you'll walk out and it's like what's that street in New Orleans?
Oh, Bourbon Street?
Bourbon Street. It was like that.
Yeah.
It's like you'll leave the base and it's like a
What?
bar, restaurant, bar, restaurant. For like at least a half a mile down.
Whoa.
Osan was fun.
Man, okay.
Osan was a big party.
That's what's up. I like that. It's
Those,
cool.
yeah, those are probably my two big ones. France was cool. Dubai was cool. Bahrain was all right. It was hot.
So, but you guys in Dubai, I didn't even know you went to Dubai, but you guys didn't have to follow their like rules that they have out there because I know they're like really strict about
Yeah.
stuff. Well, you guys
Oh
are
yeah.
already you're already doing something to be strict. You guys wouldn't go out there and do nothing crazy anyways.
Yeah, no, but you still gotta abide by their laws. You know, it's like a cultural appreciation thing. I can't go out there.
Right.
I'm from
Mm.
America and do shit my
I
way.
talk a lot about stuff, so I don't know. I ain't trying to go nowhere where I can get arrested and be there forever.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get arrested, period. But I'm like, I didn't know we could do that. And I'll be slipping up, like, oops.
that's a
I'll be
leg.
checking, make sure nobody heard that. Like, okay.
That's funny. You're
Like,
fucking loud.
oh, think I'm going to jail.
But yeah,
Horrible.
Dubai was solid. I really like Dubai. Guam
Like, I've
is
seen videos of
has
their
my heart.
airport and it looks crazy.
Do it? I mean, listen. You know how the world's
Like,
tallest
crazy in a
building?
good way.
You know how like the world's tallest building is in Dubai right now?
Okay.
Next door to it, they have the world's biggest mall. There's a fucking
Crazy work.
indoor. There's an indoor ski slope in their mall. It's 110 degrees outside, and you see kids running around in bubble jackets.
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact.
See, we slumming it over here, man. We gotta go to a place. We
Yeah,
slumming it.
I swear to you, it's the craziest shit ever. It's like they really out here fucking snowboarding, and it's 120 degrees outside.
Ooh, that is wild. Okay,
Yeah.
I have one last question for you.
Okay.
I know you met your best friend um while you were in the military. Can you tell me, because I haven't met your best friend and I feel some kind of way. I need to meet the best friend. What was that bond like to like man, I met my best friend like in the military. He's from a whole different part and this is where I met like my best friend for life here.
Let's see. So
Or
with
like what
myself,
drew you
right?
guys to each other?
All right. So throughout my time, man, right, it was like different phases. So I lived in one place for like a couple years. I lived in another place for a couple years, and I lived in another place for a couple years, right? And in each spot, I had a good circle of people, but I had like one true like that's my ace, that's my goose, that's my road
Yeah,
dog. The first
yeah.
one, we had both got kicked out of school, and this dude, no, like no bullshit. This dude, he was sitting right next to me when Grandma called and told me about Mom and Brian. Right, so
Mm,
he's been through the thick and thin of it. Like from the time that we
yeah, that will.
graduated, here we go. So him and I, we met where Darius is at right now. We met in
Okay.
Florida. We hung out every single day, right? And then we got orders to the exact same place. We hung out every single day. We was roommates. Damn near when we was on a boat, we slept this far apart from each other,
Oh
right?
man.
So every every day for about a solid 2 years, 3 years, we was just around each other. He just got
Wow.
promoted up to like this super high, well, a chief of E7. So I went out there, showed some support, showed some love, took like that 2.5 hour drive, go see him. So that was
Yeah,
fun. It was just
that's
it's
great.
and him. So that's my ace right there. We can talk once a year, and it's like we never skip a
Yeah,
beat.
like we talked yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got my homeboy Blake. We both honestly trauma bonded. His mom passed, my mom passed, and we ended
Yeah.
up being cool. And then his girlfriend was my boss, and so we all used to just hang out and
Oh,
chill with each
okay.
other. And
Yeah.
then Brianna was best friends with his girlfriend, which was my boss. So it was we hung out every day. So like I had different people who were just like I can put
Yeah.
in that best friend category or that best circle
Yeah.
because none of them know each other, but it's like I have a really
Uh,
good time with them,
yeah. Oh, that's dope. I love that.
if that
I
makes
love
sense.
that. No, it
No,
totally does. It totally does. I think, when things happen in life, seeing the people who don't people could be a little like, man, I'm sorry about your loss. But when people are really truly there for you and just being in your presence,
oh man, oh yeah,
like that means a lot.
oh yeah. I used to
That
feel
means
bad
a lot.
sometimes.
I think it means more than people think it means.
Listen, listen.
So
I used
that's
to
great
feel
that, they can provide that for you, you know.
so my boy
And I think
Kelly, right? That I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Kelly. No, what about Kelly?
No, no, I'm saying like this dude. He was like he was there big time. He's like because our place was a studio. It was a studio with two beds. So we shared a
Oof.
bathroom. We shared a sink. It was a studio with two beds. Dude would like
Yeah.
hear me cry myself to sleep all the time and shit. He'll hear me, but
Yeah.
he was just always there. Take me out
Yeah.
somewhere. Like we should go driving because at that time all I had was a bike.
Yeah.
All I had was my motorcycle. So we just drive around, just like hang out. Like he was a big reason why
Yeah.
I got into video too. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love talking to you. I enjoy
Appreciate
talking to you a lot. Because I like that you had all these different life experiences.
that.
I feel like I meet people, but it's good to know you have all these close connections with people. I kind of always like how I grew up in my mind. I felt like, I mean, I don't feel like that now, but I did feel like growing up because we were always around each other so much. I was like, I don't even want friends. My family, my cousins, these are all like for me, being like one of the oldest, you guys are like my
Hmm.
little brothers to me.
Yeah,
So I was like, I don't really need friends because I always got my family. Like, no matter what, like everybody could say fuck me. And I'm like, I'm good. Me and my cousins are solid. So I don't really need people. But, growing up, going to school, getting jobs, you're like, nah, this is my sis too.
this motherfucker's solid.
Good, so it's good and you don't really hear about men talking about their like friendships with other men. Like, oh no, we
Yeah,
cool. But like, nah, this dude was really there for me when I went through this, and this. So it's good to know, like, I just learned from like Darius being there and graduating how many people were like, man, yeah, like you guys are like you could go anywhere in the world and you guys are gonna be connected because you
right.
guys maybe not at the same time, but you guys share this experience with each other. Like I can't say I went through what you went through as far as the military. So it's like, you can see a military guy from blocks away and meet
You
up
can
and you
tell.
can have like one similar story.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I see what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely
Yeah.
comfort within that too. There's a whole lot of comfort
Yeah.
within that too, and it's weird because I'll
Yeah.
see them and we naturally just gravitate to each other.
Yeah. Some people are like that. It's crazy. It's crazy the people you like bond with and like stay good with, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and it's wild because the two people that I mentioned, right? Well, my guy Blake and my guy Kelly, like we're all into investing in day trading too. Like I'm obsessed with it.
Oh,
They became obsessed with it. So when we talk,
yeah.
we're not even talking like military. We're talking like a
Right.
whole
Yeah.
different lingo. Like we have so like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
those are my boys though. I fuck with them heavy. One's deployed
Yeah.
overseas right now, and the other one he's in North Carolina. He's by Chanel. My boy Blake.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll
Oh,
probably be taking a
okay.
trip out there.
Okay. Yeah. I could appreciate it. I'm here for like healthy relationships with others, like
Mhm.
you need that.
You
You
do.
need that.
You do. I didn't realize how much you needed it until I started to. I think post military, honestly, because I was so isolated, right? Especially during COVID.
Yeah.
There's some
Hmm.
things. Let me see. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's like I've always had people always like friends wise, like my boys. I've always had
Yeah.
people like that super close, and then one day it wasn't the case, and then I fell off
Right.
with my old best friend. I don't know. I don't know. I'm talking too much. Let me be quiet. I told you I don't like the
It's
camera,
okay.
Miko.
We talking. We talking. It's okay. It's
I
so
started
okay.
rambling off.
I ramble too. And I know people probably be like, when is she gonna shut up? And I'm like, never.
I'm just like, where am I going with this? I'll start strong. And I'm
No,
like, where am I
it's
going with
fine.
this?
No, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying too. But I
Yeah.
know like you always say your best friend, your best friend. So I'm like, that's good to know. Like, we love you and we gonna
Oh,
be there, but it's
1000%.
good to know like
1000%.
you have a friend that shared that experience with you, that is also like, that makes me feel good knowing like, oh, he don't always got to talk to us. He got his, because you got one other person who could probably talk about the military with you and know exactly what you're talking about
Yeah.
in our family, but outside, like, oh, he's talking to his friend about that right now. So, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I need to know who my cousin's friends are so I can make sure they good and crazy and shit. Because you know, I like to interrogate people.
I think you only met one person.
Yeah, I think I've ever only met one. Not bringing them around my family.
That's I think you only met Brandon, my boy
Yeah,
Brandon
that sounds
from
real
Big Mills.
familiar. But that was
I
like
think
forever
that's the
ago.
only
You
one.
like I am not bringing y'all around my family.
That's funny. That's funny. You're like, I need to
We could
meet
be
your
a bit
friend.
much.
It's fun.
Okay, well, Stan, this was fun. I know you're a hardworking man and you need to get some sleep.
Oh yeah. Laundry, sleep, food, and ready
Sleep.
for work tomorrow.
Yep, same here. Same here. I'm on the same boat with you, cuzzo. But I really appreciate your time.
Thank you, thank
Thank you
you.
so much. You know, I love you so much.
Love you too.
I love you too. So
All
thank you.
right.
I appreciate you. And, you know, I'll be talking to you soon.
All right. See you soon.
All right. Thank
Oh, I'll be
you.
back on Tuesday. I'm coming home on Tuesday, Wednesday. So
Yeah. This
I'll
Tuesday.
drop by. Yeah, this upcoming Tuesday.
Yeah. I get off at work at 2. Let me know.
Oh, bet. Let's go get food. I'll take you out.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, I got a date on Tuesday.
All right. He's like, what the fuck?
Oh. You
Oh, that's funny. Hey, you ain't sleep no more.
look, he ain't speak no more. He heard date. Like, what?
Oh, that's funny. All
All right.
right, good. Okay. Oh yeah. She can go with you. We solid. We solid. All right, Nico, love you. I'll talk to
Love
you
you.
in a bit.
Okay. All righty.